Hello, and welcome to What is Crypto? I'm Matt, and this is Crypto. Today I'm going to be talking to you about KASPA, ticker signal KAS. It's going to be another short and sweet one. I'm going to be looking at the chart, looking at a pattern that I'm seeing and where I think this means we could go next. I'm also going to be having a quick look at the general markets, where I think we're at, what Bitcoin's doing, how KASPA reacts to that, a little look at Bitcoin dominance, and also I'm going to be talking about a giveaway I'm doing. So I'll be giving away 500 KASPA to someone on the 1st of November. Super easy to enter. All you need to do is watch to the end of the video where I'll give you some further instructions. If that sounds like it could be for you, then smash that like button, drop a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. Cheers, legends. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Now let's get into it. So KASPA has been doing a fairly similar thing as we've talked about multiple times since late last year. We've been having an explosive pump, little bit of consolidation drop, explosive pump, consolidation drop, explosive pump, consolidation drop. Doesn't draw out exactly the same, but fairly similar pattern. Each time we've dropped, we've came back to this support line. Now, when we've been at this support line, we've only stayed at it for a few weeks. So we've got from around the 9th of January to around the 9th of Feb there. So about a month there, 27th of April through to the 6th of May. So a couple of weeks there again. Now, a couple of weeks from the 9th of October maybe puts us at the end of October, start of November. I do think we're going to have a fairly explosive move coming up imminently. Now, that also lines up with what Bitcoin is doing. So as you know, everything follows Bitcoin. So what we really need to see is Bitcoin to break out of this range. Huge range since February, making lower highs and lower lows. Now, we've potentially just printed a higher high and a higher low. However, we are still in this downward trend range. So until we break out of this, we can't definitively say that this is a higher high. As you can see, a couple of times before, we could have got fooled into thinking we'd broken trend going from a high here up to a high here. So until we break out of this trend, we can't say for sure, but it is looking fairly promising. So I do want to see us flip out of this trend. And as soon as we do, I think we're going to have some explosive price growth. We've had 7 months of slow bleed. It's been absolutely brutal to be in the markets. It's been fairly demoralizing, especially if you've been holding a lot of your portfolio in altcoins. So I do understand it has sucked. It sucked for me also, but I'm still super bullish, and I still do think that where we are in the cycle is about to send us to Valhalla fairly soon. Now, quickly look at Bitcoin dominance as we always do. Bitcoin dominance, super important. If you're not familiar with the chart, the yellow verticals mark Bitcoin halvings. What we can see is a sharp drop off in Bitcoin dominance about 8 months or so after the Bitcoin halvings. Now, what a sharp drop off in Bitcoin dominance means is that although the price of Bitcoin is going up, the price of altcoins is significantly outperforming that of Bitcoin. So Bitcoin dominance, the dominance has on the market, is decreasing. Now, that really marks altcoin season and the parabolic price growth that you've probably heard a lot about or experienced firsthand if you've been here in a previous altcoin season of a cycle. All right, so what we are doing currently, Bitcoin dominance, we've got an uptrend. We want to break below that. Now, 8 months or so after the halving to line up with what we've previously done puts us at around December. So although I think we could break out of this first, it's still fairly normal if we're seeing this in December, January. Now, people are calling for October, so hopefully October is going to be a fairly good month. But if crypto's taught me one thing, it's that we need to have patience. So we've got a thesis. We're going on the 4-year halving cycles, which has played out pretty perfectly since Bitcoin's inception in 2008. And we're not really going to break from that system. So I'm going to be allocating really heavily until we get a breakout, and then I'm going to be starting to take profits into next year. So fingers crossed we do get this breakdown of Bitcoin dominance. We do get a new confirmed higher high breaking out of this trend, and then crypto should really start to perform super well. Alrighty, so now we're going to go back to KASPA. So KASPA, we've talked about us hitting this lower support line. Any time in the past year, if we'd bought even close to this support line, anywhere around there would have got us some pretty amazing entries. Now, I'm going to be buying, and I have been buying fairly aggressively back into KASPA. I think we're getting a fairly good entry now. Anything below 13 cents is an absolute steal. And really, I think anything below the 14 cent mark is an absolute bargain. My targets for KASPA this cycle are between $1 and $5. Really, I think probably between $1.20 and $2.80. That's probably the mark that I think it's going to hit. 10x from here puts us at say $1.30. A 30x from here puts us at around the $4 mark. So we're still looking between a 10 and a 30x. Over the next 6 to 12 months is what I'm targeting, which is still pretty insane growth that I think we can have from here. KASPA has been lagging a little bit lately after KRC 20. However, every time we get a very similar thing, we have massive growth. Everyone wants to buy up here. Then we have a little bit of a drop off. Everyone says, oh, KASPA's dead, it's a scam. And then we have another pump. So no one wants to buy down here. Everyone wants to buy up here. However, that's super counterproductive when you think about it. You should buy low, and really by buying low, I mean just buy close to this lower support mark. Historically, over the past year, that's got you really good entries, and I don't see any reason why this should change now, especially when Bitcoin is starting to heat up and the altcoin markets are starting to look pretty good. If you look across the board, we've got a lot of green, so I'm going to be adding to my KASPA here, and I think you could do a lot worse than adding to your KASPA here also. Alrighty, so now onto the giveaway. All you need to do is go into the comment section and leave a comment. So I'll be tallying up the comments and I'll be doing a giveaway on the 1st of November. So I'm making a list currently on Excel. You can earn votes for commenting on my videos. Also follow me on Twitter. I'm doing a couple of giveaways there. So if you like, comment and retweet on some of my posts, which I'll mention, then you can earn another vote in that as well. So currently a few people have got 3 or 4 votes. Currently we've only got 41 people in there. So if you've got 4 votes, like a couple of people do in there currently, and there's only 40 entries, you've got a 10% chance of winning. Now 500 KASPA at a valuation of $1 is worth $500. At $2, it's $1,000. And if we get to $4, that's $2,000. So it could be worth a decent chunk of money. Now, also, I just think it's a little bit of fun. It gets people engaged with the content, and I'm pretty excited to do it. So if you want to participate, don't forget to drop a comment down below. Also like and subscribe to the channel if you want more chances to win. Awesome. Thank you so much for watching, legends. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you in the next one.